And we are back with some more City Skylines. Also, I want to acknowledge the fact that thank you, Kalissa, for the donation and the advice, but don't forget to use the high value of the river for the commercial in your tourist area. It's excellent advice. And Battle Hunter, maybe get a big tourism and leisure center. Plop space elevator. Oh. You don't think the nuclear power plant is connected to the rest of the grid? No, it is. It is. I think we were looking at it at night, but there are some there's some electrical cables over here. It's definitely well connected to the rest of the grid. So we're good there. Okay. Yeah, it's a good idea. The river. Let's, if I can remember where the international airport is. Right down here. Do we have it zoned on this side? No, I don't think so. So, well, let's definitely do this, because you're right. There will be higher value stuff next to the river, assuming it can get close enough to it. And Trumpet, thanks to the resub. Yeah, look at that land value. Very nice. Okay. And apparently there's fire here. We do have a fire station nearby, right over here by the airport, so we should be okay. More tourism people are coming in. What's my tourism income looking at right now? It's actually dropped down. I don't know how to make money with tourism, you guys. So, what we want to do, we want to finish our little road connection over here, because we only did it in one way, so let's go and do that now. I'll use just a straight tool for this, I think. Oh, there it is. Okay. And the other way, which doesn't really need to be a highway connection. It could probably just be the on-ramp, off-ramp. But that's, you know, whatever. Either way is actually pretty fine. Be easier to do with the bendy one than the straight one, perhaps. But there we go. Alright, so now we have proper traffic flow along this. Itchy head. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. So, I'm a little worried about the intensity of the traffic that might happen over here. But let's see. So we're going to do just a very simple and very direct highway access over here. So traffic from here goes left or right to left. So we want to come off that way. And then do one of those. And then from the other side, we want to come off over here. Drop underground. Don't slope too steep me. Come over here and pop there. Actually, I guess we don't have to go underground at all now that I think about it. Derp. Wow, we've got it built now. And it'll make it easier to go to the other side, I suppose. Yeah, this side we're going to come off. No? Really? No? You don't wanna? Let's come off where there's already a pillar. I think that'll make life a little easier. There we are. Come through here. And we'll try to make this a little less of a crazy bend. There we go. Cars can get on and off over here. In fact, they're already doing so. We got another subscriber. Karax, thank you very much for the sub. And Battle Hunter. Well, you have a lot of money. You probably have enough to do the original plan for the Berliner Ring, placing the entire orbital motorway with on-off ramps underground, freeing up space on the surface. Oh. Yeah, we probably could. That's true. Tunnels are expensive, but we have a lot of money. Still, I like to see the highways. It is nice, actually, to hide the entire highway under the ground. That's true. We really could do that. Man, that would help traffic flow. I do like this big swoopy bit. Could you imagine driving this at night when there's no traffic? We'll have to do one of those no speed limit bits of the German highway there. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I don't think all of the Autobahn actually has no speed limit. I think that's like a popular misconception. I think there's bits of it or something like that. Maybe. Even then, I'm not even sure. Don Barks. Or Dunbar, I suppose. Thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the party. I hope you're wearing an appropriate hat. These guys are still complaining about a bit of a lack of workers because they're so far away. My income keeps like alternating pretty dramatically. I wonder if it's a day-night thing. I wonder if just my industry doesn't make me money at night, and then it takes a little bit during the day to rev back up. God, there's so much stupid traffic at this train station. We're definitely going to build another train station at the other end of town. So we've got one There, there. And this is an actual cargo one, right? No, that's a passenger one. No, cargo. So cargo there, and we'll put another one over here so we get a nice triangle of cargo stations. Oh no, we've got one here. Son of a... Maybe over here? Maybe over here. So let me grab... I guess I'll always use the bus version, or the bike version, even though it's not really called for. Let's... it's not really called for anywhere. It's not needed everywhere, but it's going to be okay. Move you. Move you. Because what I want to do first is I want to upgrade this. Oh, burning building. That's why we can't upgrade there. Do one of those, and take this fire station. Move it up over here. And then upgrade... Oh, that's already occupied. Oh, dirt. If I'm going to upgrade this, then I can't have the fire station there. I can't have it here. I'm bulldozing things, so we'll probably lose some more money as, you know, things appear and disappear. That's alright. So that's there. Incineration plant. Move you to right there. That. And like that. And then, there we go. Place is no longer burning down. Excellent. Rezone, in case anything got destroyed. Shabam. Here. And that too. Okay. And what I'm going to do is take this thing, extend the circle out this way. I snap at 90 degrees. There it is. And here. And I think we'll upgrade this bit too. Maybe this whole roundy bit. Let's do that. Again, we'll be destroying a bunch of industry and then having to rebuild it. That's alright, because then take this, extend it down here in sort of an awkward fashion because the bits are ending exactly where we are, which is not what we want. There and there. And I'm thinking the train station, I'm going to put right on this bit here. I think that'll be okay. So we want the cargo one there. And we need to peel off this way. And like that. Bury it underground. No? What? Oh, right. I gotta make a step underground and then go. And, right, we want to make sure that the actual direction bypasses all this. And then have a little... Is it going to be able to elevate in time? Ooh. Ah. That works. Can I get this bend to work? I can. Huh. Okay, I think we can make this work. Pull those. There we go. And from here, it's going to be even more awkward. Well, actually, I can go this side, then down. And then connect over here. Bit of a long route, but it'll connect up. So that's okay. All right, let's get some water. And some power immediately. Let's just do... those. Okay. We'll build up this area soon. I'm just hoping it alleviates some of the pressure on this train station. We'll get people using this train station instead. And actually, this rail here just ends, and then rail here just ends as well. We can connect these bits up. Is there any other rail over here that we might want to connect to? Like this one over here? Yeah. Let's get one of those. It's going to go here. And then there. And we want enough space sort of between those bits and those intersections so that you can fit an entire train. Otherwise, you do end up with problems. And you can go that way. Or, so we need it right there. Here. Just make sure it's long enough. And that way. There we go. Who is that? WL Big Dog. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry I had to unsub for a while ago. Got a new car and had put money to that. Understand. What kind of car did you get? I'm not a car person. All I do is watch Top Gear. But here's some booze money to make up for it. Woo! Bikes/bike lanes are best addition to the expansion. Yeah, I love watching the little bikers go around. It's fantastic. My little bike gangs. Well, that might be something slightly different. Let's go and get an incinerator over here. Still not much demand for things. Population is actually not really growing. What we would need to do is beautify our current residential areas a bit more. And also make sure they are fully serviced, which actually I'm not sure that they are. Like all this area here, for example, we don't have any busing, nor do we have a local metro stop for these guys. So let's go ahead and get them one of those. Perhaps right here near this intersection. Not right at, though, because otherwise it's pretty hard to get some things going on. And if we do this... Oh. Elevation level's completely off. There we go. So I think things are able to go both ways, but I don't know. Maybe, do we have to do something? I actually don't know if they can make the corner in both directions. You can't actually see the tracks. Well, I guess one way to check is if I set a route from, say, here to here. Yeah, that seems to work just fine. And this is sort of my central station over here, so we'll do one of those. Actually, I think it would not be inappropriate to have a stop in the middle here. Oh, actually, because of the curve, it might be hard. So I'll actually keep this going the way it is. I don't know what that did to our route. Like, we still have a bunch of green arrows, so I don't know. I guess it's still working? Yeah, alright. Seems to still be working. And this is a little bit redundant, but I'll have a bus line that does something like this. And then to there, and then to there. So we actually have a bit of a doubling up. But who cares? Makes people happy. And then we'll set up a local bus line to more easily feed people into these subway stations. So we'll grab people from, say, here. Into one of these little bits. Eh? Wait, what? Say you can go this way. Why would you want... Oh, because it doesn't connect there. Oh. Alright, that's okay. Into... Sure, something like that. Into stopping in front of there. Then we can U-turn this way. A couple of stops here and there. And yeah, maybe even connect up. Tell you what, use this dead end here to turn around and go there. Connects up to the industrial area a wee bit. That's okay. Let's get a new bus line, say, over here. Down to here. To here. Stop right in front of the metro. Yeah, do a loop here, that's okay. Up and down this little bit. Stop there. Up and down this little bit. Then this one. Then this one. One more over here. And then, yeah, you can stop at there as well. And then connect there. Okay. Wiggle waggle. And both of them stop by this metro stop. Speaking of metro, why don't we have one in this industrial area over here? Right near one of the bus stops. Like here. Just for say. Connect there. Connect there. And have a route that goes from here to there, and back. Not really using sort of a subway hub mentality, but it still gets everything connected up a little bit. That's got to help things, hopefully. UMOrsman, thank you very much for the donation. Thanks, Quill, for hosting such a great family-friendly stream. Yeah, except when I start to swear. But other than, like, actual curse words, we try to keep things fairly friendly. My boys love watching you on Saturdays, Dad. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much. I'm happy about that, and I do apologize when something slips out in a moment of frustration from time to time. I try not to be mean, at least, but yes, things may be said at times. All right. So we've got this connection here. Good. Still complaining about a lack of workers. That's okay. It looks like traffic is a lot reduced by this train station here, which is nice. Not much happening here right now. It might simply be a virtue of being at night. That's possible. Starting to get some residential and some commercial demands. That's really quite good. Very happy about that. Where do we want to come on and off of this highway? I'm thinking one connection from here, one from here, and then probably one from over here, actually. So I think what we'll do is trim this back. How do I want to do it? It's got to make sure this intersection is not too crazy. But there is something to be said about sort of trying to split it. Ooh. Oh! Yeah, quite the slope. Wow! Now, do I want to do this at all? Would this help things? Well, there's actually no way to really make it work. That is a slope and a half. If I just tried to do something as simple as that and that. Well, all right. From here, we can just go down to ground level. And assuming we can find a place through the... Oh, that's not ground level. There we are. Assuming we can find a path through the pillars. There we are. And oops, that's not where we connect. Take sort of a bit of a meandering path over here. Connect up there. There we are. So we're using a lot of real estate. That's okay. We can fill it with trees. Fill it with trees. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. That'll look lovely. Very swoopy. I like it, actually. Got my directions right? Yes. Yes. Sure. Looks fine. It's probably okay. Wow, that is some hill. It's okay. It makes it more interesting looking. Alright, so we got that. I think I'll do, actually, there's something like this. We're going to take this route and extend it out sort of in this direction. And there'll be some connection to the highway there. And then bulldoze that. Grab this, use the straight tool. And then, again, another highway connection there. I think that'll split the traffic up pretty well without creating too many bottlenecks. Yeah, sure, let's keep a straight line there. Extend you out that way. And then from here, let's make a nice curve out of this that connects up over there. I think that'll be okay. So then here, we want to populate this neighborhood. Where do I actually want to connect up to my road structure? Well, there's going to be a lot of traffic coming in and out over here, so I guess not that way. I guess we're going to want to connect it up from here. Something like that, I would say. Good. Good. Hopefully these little sub-neighborhoods are not so busy that that one connection overflows things. Although, we can easily connect up somewhere else as well. And I like how they don't match the outer grid. And then we'll do that and that. It's a little too far. Something like that. Too much slope. Okay. Actually, we can probably do this. Again, I'm moderately concerned about this intersection, but I think it's going to be okay. Let me do that, because that caused that zoning to go a little dumb. There we go. Now we're okay. So I would like some more residence and commercial stuff here. Obviously, we got to be concerned about the pollution. So commercial specifically, I'm going to do some low density in these areas over here, because they are... No! That's not what I want. I want this one. There we go. Like that, like that. Maybe a bit more. And then a little further out like that. Just give a nice buffer from the industry. This is probably more commercial than we can take, so we'll just see a big drop in commercial demand. But we need to have a bit of a buffer. And that'll do. Need a buffer to slay vampires or something. Okay. That looks all right. Obviously, we don't want any houses right by the station because it's going to be pretty trafficy and noisy. So we'll do some of that. Okay, and then I'm going to use some low-density residential. We still need to work out the rest of our highway connections, but let's get this down. Something kind of like that. We'll need some water. Power. We might get a couple of complaints in the short term while these areas fill up, but the power should all be connected. I think we still have lots of power capacity, especially during the day, because we do have one solar plant. Now, during the day is also when there's the biggest power demand, because all the industry is working full bore. Apparently your power demands do drop at night, but you need a pretty big city and a fair amount of industry for the difference between day and night to actually legitimize or justify a solar plant. So you're going to need to go non-solar for a while, which a lot of people have argued is good, because I guess the solar was like pretty cost effective and efficient and non-polluting, so you just use solar for everything. Bracknell Exile, thank you very much for the donations. He's loving the content. I just hope Nuffle isn't the god of traffic pathing as well as dice. Yeah. F Nuffle. I'm going to burn Nuffle in effigy. Blood Bowl is just not good for me. Just not good for me. Okay, water availability is actually a wee bit on the low side. Let's check the power situation. Power, still tons. That nuclear power plant does a lot of work. We want to go upstream here. Keep liking to spread these out so we don't drain any particular spot in the river too much. Hopefully that's actually out of range. I always forget that these have a very, very minor little power catchment area. There we go. Verify. Water availability. Sewage is good. Power is great. Even at night. Excellent. Actually, it might be better at night than during the day. Who is Nuffle? Nuffle is the god of Blood Bowl. So Blood Bowl is basically a game that's very similar to football, but it's like a tabletop game. And it's like hyper violent and done with like the Warhammer races. So you got orcs fighting elves and that sort of thing. And a viable strategy if you're playing as the orcs or the dwarves or a few other teams is rather than concentrating on scoring early on, you concentrate on killing everyone on the opposite team. And then during the second half, you just sort of walk it into the end zone and you score as many times as you want while your opposition is dead. And the dice in it can be particularly cruel sometimes. And I don't deal well with that kind of stuff. So if I ever, like, games and things like that that aren't good for me, then I just avoid at that point. I'm like, nope, you know what? I don't like who I become when I play this game, so I will simply not do it. It was like that for Catan for a while. And yes, the story goes, I believe, that maybe they were excavating a site and they found like a reference to NFL, you know, football, NFL, and that's where like the legend of Nuffle comes from. Just like misspelled, didn't have all the info. Okay, I guess we're gonna bulldoze that. Now, I don't like the idea of this coming directly into that intersection. Okay, let's use the right button. Thank you. Of coming directly into the intersection. I wanted a bit of a lane changer first. Wow, this is really steep. Let's revisit this bit, because this bit is much more level. So let's work this one out and then come back. So yeah, the straight tool is going to be fine for this. Like so, and then from the other side, this bit comes off here, drops down to ground level. This is ground level, right? Yep. Finds a spot through here, and then connects up over there. And then the bit that is departing, I'll do, I guess, the tunnel again. Come out over here, and then connect up over there. All right. These could be a lot more compact, but that's going to be fine. So my hope is that this gives enough room for the traffic to get into the various lanes. And that's what the problem is here, is there's not really... It's not happening because of the hill. And I really think that we need another connection here so that there's not too much traffic here and here. I really want one in the middle. I guess I could run this up. There's a few possibilities. I could even do something. I could just bring this to the other side. And then connect things up from there while it's a little bit more level. That might be easier. We're sort of creating a diamond interchange, which is, as I've said before, not great. Can't handle a huge load of traffic. For now, it'll do. Maybe. Suppose this would be a little easier if it weren't an elevated highway. Wow. Just monstrous. Just monstrous. I have these going the wrong way. Okay. So from here, I'm gonna get it that way. Hey, Red Serpent, thanks for the sub. It's a lot easier to connect on this side. I don't want to keep this. I want to bulldoze this whole thing. I just don't know what the solution to making this horrible height difference work. And I don't want a diamond interchange. I want this to be a one-way, and then we'll connect that through the neighborhoods somewhere else in some other fashion. Can I get this to elevate? And maybe that'll help us meet halfway, right? If I grab this and I go up as high as possible. Okay. That's as good as I can do here. Will that allow us to meet halfway? Good, because this gives us a buffer, so the traffic coming on and off the highway has now got a little place to accumulate. That might be what we need. surely there's a spot you can do this. There we are. Oh, I'm using the straight tool. Not what I want.